This is Hotel Liberty where I'm staying. My room's that one just above Restaurant. That's my actual room there. Obviously other rooms further up, but yeah. So today a bit later start, it's around 9ish. Heading down to Kutna, Hora, so just got to catch a tram out to the train station. From there I'll catch a train. I think it's just one connection. It's only about an hour, I think, something like that, a bit more. So I'm just walking here. This is Wenceslas Square I'm about to walk into. It's back at the fall of communism where all the rallies were held in the square, I think. Yeah, so it's this big square here where they're all held to protest against the communist regime, which finally brought the downfall of it. So a fairly significant place, probably for older Prague residents. My age or a bit older. Back then they were all teenagers and students, and they protested against it. Didn't see much nicer morning this morning. Yesterday was a bit overcast, so I'm just heading down the square. This morning, beautiful, sunny, clear sky. Couldn't ask for any better. About 13, 14 degrees. Let's get up early 20s, something like that today. Yeah. So that's looking down Wenceslas Square. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen as the snow lay around there, deep in Crispin even. So, as it goes. Yeah, it's pretty cool walking down here. Well, I'm going to catch this tram, so that's the tram there that I want to catch. I'm going to miss this one, but it's one in about 3 minutes. That's looking down to, I think they call that the Powder Gate, which was the gate to the old city. Yeah, I'll just cross over here in a sec. Catch the next one. Yeah, they've got a fair few new trams here in Prague. You just sort of cross the road whenever you want round here. A little bit daunting, but you start jumping out in front of these things. But there's a good typical look down the street. I am going to cross here. Whoa. They just sort of check things out, wander over. So my tram will come from that way. These, the ones that have got the white background, the day trams. The ones that have got the brown background, they're the night trams. And the green A and green B, yellow B, that's to the metro. So if you want to go to the metro, jump on 14 will take you to the yellow line. Jump on 3, 5, 6 and I'm going to take 9. Just take me to the train, just near the train station, and walk through the park. So this is my tram yet, but anyway. Hope some people get off. Well, that took me all of about 3 minutes on that tram right there. But it just says walk it. Just walked on. They come every few minutes. Jumped on there. Just got to walk. The train station's over there. Just going to walk through the park and find the train station. So basically, just walk through this park at the end of this path down is the train station. I could even come this way tomorrow to get to the airport if I want, but I won't. I'll take the metro. Then you catch a bus 119 from the metro stop, the last metro stop. So yeah, off to the train station. Where you come in, the main train station at Prague. So when you come from a outside train, it's over there with those blue things, they sort of come through there. You can get metro, tram, bus tickets straight over there, and this is the metro here. So you just walk over here to get your ticket there, or in those yellow machines, stamp them on the way in, and away you go. You can walk, there's elevators there as well. You can go down to the metro. Yeah, a little bit busy all over the place sort of to find it, but once you get your bearings, it's fine. So I came here by tram from the hotel, and I'm just going to buy a return ticket to Kutna, Hora. I just want to explain something. If you come in the entrance, that's the main train station entrance there, and you'll see this ticket office type box there, that red one. That's purely for just metro, trams, buses within Prague. If you want to buy a ticket, either to go to another country by train or just out to another suburb like I'm doing, so I'm going to Kutna, Hora. It's about an hour, 50 minutes. You actually have to go down down here. So basically what this is, you just go in there. The counter's sort of to the right in there for international tickets, and it says that. So if you're going, say, to Germany, Salzburg or Berlin or wherever, you just line up, buy a ticket there, cash or card. The ticket's sort of to the left of me. We can see people lined up there if you just want tickets, to local tickets, domestic tickets they call them. So if you're just going within the Czech Republic but out of the city. So, and there's your board there with the times, the train times, everything on them. I've got to actually have a look, make sure I don't miss mine. There is also one counter over there where you can buy the local tickets. Obviously RegioJet over there. There is a DB barn thing there, but it wasn't open. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so alright, I've got to find my train, find what platform, and get on it. I don't know whether it's showing it or not, but so the train I want is the one at 10:06 to Brno, and you can see it goes to Cole and then Kutna, Hora. So it's train 979. It doesn't have the platform up there yet, but when I look on the app it says platform 2. See over this side it's saying the platforms 2J, 1J, 2J, 6J. I think the red means they're running a bit late too. But so the train to Brno is the train I need to be on, and it's 979 R9. Not too sure what the R9 means. Anyway, let's see. I want to explain my platform is 4S. There appears to be two sort of sections, J and S. And J is all the way down there, not that far, and this is S here, so I'm presuming 4S is down this way, and S stands for north, 7 north, and J stands for south. So my platform, should be 4S down here, so we'll go have a look. Well, it appears I have got the right platform, but geez, a little bit confusing, but as you saw, I just followed what was the S until I found platform 4. came up. There's nothing on the board up here. Oh yeah, there it is. So it must be over on this side. 979, that's the one I want. So it must be on this side over here. Alright. So yeah, it looks like this is the one. So it's up there now. When I first came up, it wasn't up there. The Bruno 979R, that's the one. And I don't know if the C&D stands for being position C&D or Český dráhy, which is train company name, like the. So I think that does stand for Český dráhy. And Kutna, Hora, yep, that's the one. So here on the train platform, catch a train to Kutna, Hora. Absolutely beautiful day. Could not ask for anything better. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to find it, but we just read the sign, take the time, you're right. Definitely not as easy as DB Barn or stuff like that, but I thought once you get, like I think, once you know what the symbols stand for, you're pretty right. Yeah, so hopefully a few minutes, catch a train, we're on our way. Big old train station. It's sort of like seeing the old times. Obviously the real high roofs and that because of the diesel, what would normally have been the diesel fumes. Lets the air flow through. Of course now everything's electric. But it's still good to see. They haven't changed it. A lot of movement. Yeah, very good. Alright, so I'm in the village of Kutna, Hora, about an hour out of Prague. Caught the train out. I didn't video anything on the train. Windows were filthy, all mud and shit up the side of them, so didn't really bother the video. So Kutna, Hora is just a little small village, but it's famous for the Sadlik ossuary. Excuse me, old mate. Thanks, champion. Where the inside of the ossuary is lined with the bones of 20,000 people. I think you're not allowed to film or take photos in there. So, I don't know, so there we go. If that's the case, I might have to just put some photos up that off the internet, something like that, just to give people an idea. But yeah, it's a pretty quiet sort of village, as you can see. Just caught the bus. There's a bus that sort of does a loop around town. So I just caught the bus to the nearest stop, which was just back there, 100 metres back. And I'll just walk up to the ossuary just around the corner here. So I was feeling pretty wrapped about the shortcut, not having to walk far. That I got. Then I get there, it says you've got to buy tickets at the information centre, which is 150 metres down a different road. So I'm backtracking down a different road to get my the tickets. And I'll head back up there. Okay, so I'm just going to do this video to show people if you come to Kutna, how to get to the Bone Chapel and the cathedral. So I caught the train from Prague to Kutna, Hora, and I got bus 802, and I think what it does is just does a lap of the whole town and then goes back to the train station. So if you don't want to walk down, you can if you walk, it's about a K. If not, get bus 802 and come down and get off at the first stop, which is just, see that pedestrian crossing? It's just on the other side of that. You can just see the bus there now. Come off that bus, walk down to here, and see that wooden building there? That's where you get your tickets for everything. So there's a couple of things you can do. Right, so just here is a cathedral, and just up there, past that white building, is the bone chapel, or the ossuary, or the Sedlick ossuary, with all the bones lining the wall. So in that wooden building, there's where you get it. So you can get a ticket that is for up there and across here, or you can also get a ticket that has those two with St Barbara's Cathedral, which is further in, and another thing to look at. I can't think what the other one was. I'm only doing the two. I'm not going to St Barbara's. I've seen enough cathedrals, and I'll hang on a sec. And I'll probably see a few more along the way. What I might do is I might walk in and just show you where and how much they are. But get off at that bus stop there. That way you can visit that one and the one up the Sedlick Ossuary just up the hill here. So if you just walk up to here, I'll go in, I'll just see how many people are there first. See if people want. Yeah, look, there's a few people in there, so I won't go in and... but you get the idea. When you get in, it's pretty straightforward. On the counter, it's got the two options. So I got the one ticket there. I think it was 160 Czech crowns, which isn't that much. The other one was a little bit more, but that's in there. That's where you get them. So, yeah, nice little spot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander up to the Sedlick ossuary. You can't video in there or film or take photos apparently, but see how we go. Just to let you know too, there's all these toilets that you see around here. It's 20 Czech crowns, and there's always someone in there. Like, you can't just skip it. Pardon me, there's always someone in there. Or there's a turnstile, but even when there's a turnstile, there's still someone in there. So this is one of the entrances to the Sedlick ossuary. So I'll come up just down the bottom of the hill there, where the info centre is. There's a few little restaurants, souvenir shops, stuff like that here that you'd expect. Obviously it is a operating cemetery, if that's the word to use. Yeah, see that sign there? Info centre, 150 metres. So, anyway, let's go and have a look. Really weird, there's no dates on these. Oh, that one over there is. Maybe they're in waiting. Well, we've got a few in here. 67. 1, 2, 3. Cool, a few in there. So, so that's the ossuary in there. Wow. And there's actually restoration work going on the corners where the bones are piled up like pyramids and that. And there's a guy and a girl on there just handling ribs and heads and skulls, and as if it's nothing. They're obviously specialists. worth coming to have a look at. It really is. Really is worth coming to have a look at. I was talking to one of the people that worked there, and they said, oh, if they're handling the skull or something and it breaks, they apologise to the skull or the person for hurting them. Wow, it's quite macabre. But in the 14th century, I think it was probably a way they honoured people that had died, but yeah. And a very distinct smell in there too. It really is, particularly because the sense that they are moving the bones around, because some of the big pyramids sort of stacked up have fallen. So there is a very distinct smell in there, very distinct. But anyway, it's definitely worth a visit if you come to Prague and want a day out in Kutna, Hora. I'm going to go down, there's a cathedral down here, just have a quick look. Then I'm going to just jump on the bus, might go into town, grab a bit of lunch. Probably head back to Prague, I think. There is some Barbaras, another couple of places to see if you want, but my sole purpose for coming to Kutna Hora, hour out of Prague, was to come here. Yeah, so there you go. So we're in this cathedral, Kutna Hora, part of the 2-pass ticket to get in the Sedlic Bone Chapel, or the ossuary. Throw some money down there, you can. Very similar to a lot of cathedrals. Bit of burial stuff here too. These are all, like these cathedrals, ones like this in these small towns are in use. So there'll be mass held here and other things on special occasions. Quite impressive ceilings, pipe organ. Quite some impressive paintings in here. Obviously depicting certain parts in religion. This is all Roman Catholic too here. A lot of restoration going on in these cathedrals. You can see this is all freshly plastered or painted. It's quite, which, you know, has to be done to keep it from falling down. The old money box. The donations. Got back to Prague train station. Just want to show this is the train we came back on. This one here. Old mate there, conductor, champion. Some of them are newer carriages. actually in a compartment this time, so you just sort of sit anywhere. And so I was in a compartment that looked